Have you ever had times when you wondered how you got here or why are you here and what's the purpose? This message is for you.
Everybody, it's Aida Ingram with your ray of sunshine. I wanted to talk to you today about something that most of us probably think about more often than we realize. How in the world do we get to where we get to? Like, if you really think about it, like, we start where we're born, we have specific parents, and there's like all of these things that happen in our neighborhood we grew up in, the people who we grew up around, the schools we went to, the colleges we went to, the people we meet at our jobs. Have you ever thought about, like, how that is weird or strange about where you end up? And I wanted to talk to you about something that most of us either think about in a way, but in a way we don't. Oftentimes we find ourselves in places and we're like, how did I get here? And sometimes it's a good how did I get here? And sometimes it's a how did I get here? Because you don't like where you are. But the reality is nothing that ever happens to us happens by mistake. There is a book in the Bible called Esther, which I love. It's in the Old Testament. And it talks about a girl who finds herself in places she would never thought she would be in. And at first, it seems like a really good opportunity for her because she finds herself, because she's beautiful and the king has called for a new queen. She finds herself in a place where she's being pampered and luxuries all around her and all this great stuff. And realistically speaking, she should not have been someone who would have made it in that place. But she got there. And she got there by God's grace. God positioned her there. But the interesting thing is, she got there, but she had an assignment. And sometimes I think sometimes it's very easy to forget that God puts us places because we have an assignment. So she finds herself in a real catch-22 position where she has to make a hard decision. She has to decide whether she'll move in a direction that could potentially cost her life or whether she'll make a strong choice, stand up for her faith, and stand up for the people who God has placed her in the midst of. And there's a question that she gets, and I want to pose this to you. Mordecai asked her a question in Esther 4:13. It says, and Mordecai told them to answer Esther, do you not think in your heart that you will escape in the king's palace any more than all other Jews? For if you remain completely silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from some other place. But you and your father's house will perish. Yet who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Now, where are you today? Like, where are you in your life? Where are you in your job? What kind of doors are open for you today? I'd like for you to think just for a second that potentially you're in that place for such a time as this. This isn't even the message that I kind of thought to give you guys today, but it was in my heart and my spirit. Like, sometimes we just end up in a place for such a time as this. So I encourage you to embrace that opportunity that you've been given, to love the opportunity, to see it as an opportunity and not as an obstacle, and to be a good steward over that opportunity by seeing what God might have placed you there for. He sent you there for a reason. So be encouraged, but also remember that you're there either to be developed, to bring somebody else into the kingdom, to be a blessing, or just to see, just so you can show God's light in your life so someone else can see it. This is Aida Ingram with your ray of sunshine. Tune in for tomorrow. But have a great day. I can't wait to talk to you again. And please leave some comments. I'd love to hear from you. I found out of my nice little notebooks in the back. But I'd like to hear more from you and want to hear more about your positions and how you might see this as a challenge or an opportunity. Take care and God bless. Aida Ingram.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Ray of Sunshine. Please check out our other episodes on YouTube. Have a blessed day.